Our Flag Means Death is loosely based on a true story about an aristocratic man, a very wealthy landowner in 1717 who lived in Barbados, who decided to have a midlife crisis and leave everything he had and go and become a pirate.
You upended your entire comfortable life. Become a pirate.
Very odd indeed, but not only did he head to the high seas, he then encountered the greatest pirate of them all, Blackbeard, and they got along. Well, it's the opposites attract thing, I think, as well, obviously, but they wanted to both be each other. Blackbeard really kept his devilish ways in mind and was going to, steal his identity. So it was when they started to really bond that he realized, maybe I don't want to do that. And they started to get inside each other's heads and reveal that they had similarities with their upbringing and their fathers and what drove them to be who they are. And so it was those connections that made them closer. So Stede, he's a gentleman, he's a man of wealth, and he's a kind soul, but very lost.
He kills with kindness.
Oh, right, so you're the gentleman pirate then?
Well sussed!
He had a bad father experience, that's for sure. And I think he didn't want to be in the state he was in with his marriage, which was organised. Part of the aristocracy is that they do what they're told. And so he wasn't happy. And he would escape through reading and fantasizing about adventure. So he didn't really know what he was doing. But you've got to give him something for the courage to live again and to not just accept what you have. We only live once. But Stede, he lived twice. Stede sewing up really is just over the top and things that aren't necessary, including most of the things he's wearing, but they feel good. They make him feel good. So he wanted to make the pirate ship the same in the same way. So he built a library on the ship, obviously, because he is an avid reader. He thought everyone could read, but really it's only him and maybe one or two others.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, who brings an entire library to sea?
And he has a fireplace. Ridiculous idea with, on board a ship that could easily catch fire because there's candles everywhere. He's got an auxiliary wardrobe for all his extra outfits that he definitely doesn't need. And I think it's those little flourishes on the ship that sort of keeps him happy because, he's so out of his comfort zone in the world he's living in. I think my favourite part is definitely dressing up and improvising comedy. Those are my two favourite things. And just working with a great cast, an ensemble group of people from different parts of the world. We all had the same vision, and that was to make something beautiful, funny and uplifting.
It's a power move, make people feel underdressed, and suddenly you're the one in charge.
I would love to improvise as much as possible, but unfortunately the scripts were really good, and so we had to stick to them. But we did get time to improv off the scripts now and again. I just like doing it. And also, when you're with Taika, he's very improv happy. So when we work together, we do a lot of scenes together. We pretty much say whatever we want half the time. I think my favourite scene so far to shoot with Taika was during episode 7, I think, when we are on the treasure hunt, and that's when we get quite close, and we're sitting around the fire, and you'll see that scene where we're talking about opening a restaurant, I think.
I'd come to your restaurant. You might not get in. It's going to be very popular.
And that was all made up on the spot, and I can't believe we didn't crack up during it. Taika and I, we can do comedy till the cows come home, it's easy. But getting deep and personal and dramatic is something that we don't often do. So the scenes, like for example in episode 6, where it really hits home hard with Blackbeard when he realizes the Kraken and what he did to his dad, how he ended up killing his dad.
I'm not a good person, Steve. That's why I don't have any friends. Hey, I'm your friend.
It was genuine because we both have father issues ourselves, and so it was kind of the parallel between fiction and fact and life and creativity was so close that it was one journey for sure that we both shared together, and you can see that, I think, in the show. So some of those emotions are real. Hard to pick a favourite scene. I think a personal favourite would be right at the beginning, just walking down those stairs, commanding my crew for the first time, looking extravagant and giving the "what we're about to do will be perilous" speech. That was fantastic because we did that on day one, and it was the first time I had met everyone on the cast, and so it felt real to me. And getting these ridiculous reactions back from them, and then coming together with our little slogan, we talk it through as a crew. And that kind of really summed up the whole show for us, because no matter what adventures we would go on, you know, I felt like we would talk it through. And it's getting in touch with your emotions, which, you know, men have always had trouble doing. 300 years ago, I mean, I'm sure they really had trouble doing it then. And so to modernise it and to really get to grips with that idea, I think is really mentally healthy. I think viewers will definitely see that if you get outside your comfort zone and take a risk and use courage and use a little bit of confidence, just get it from wherever you can, even if it's just your outfits, you can change your life and you can go places you never thought you'd go and make your dreams come true just by being around people, being positive, and yeah, never giving up. And I think there's something there for all of us to take.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.